Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Chase, October 15th. Yesterday was the first Coffee with Chase that I missed, and it was not for lack of trying. Last night at 9 o'clock at night, I pulled a shot of espresso and sat down to edit it, and my GoPro had died. So I rallied and I went and I pulled a second shot of espresso at 10 o'clock at night, and the video corrupted, and I think that was just the universe telling me that I shouldn't make a coffee with Chase. So I missed an episode yesterday. I'm gonna put out 2 episodes today to make up for it. So, yesterday, first, let's see if I even have 18 grams left of, or 17 rather, of this coffee from Tinker, because I went through 34 grams yesterday making shots, and I'm sure Caitlin had a pour over this morning before work. Okay, we've got enough left. 17 grams. Maybe I'll go out and buy a nice coffee this afternoon and bring it back to film the second episode. So last night when I was pulling shots, I tried out the LRV2 pressure profile with grind setting 4 and this Nicaraguan coffee, and it was not working. I could not even make it past the pressure ramp phase of the shot. So we are not gonna do that pressure profile for today. I think that I will be pretty happy to be done with this coffee. It has kind of just been annoying to work with, and I don't think that the shots have been tasty enough to justify how finicky it's been. This was probably just a coffee that was better suited to making drips and pour over with. Or maybe even just better suited, like maybe it just doesn't work well with percolation. Maybe a French press or an AeroPress would be a better, maybe even like a clever dripper. Okay, let's pick a profile. I'm not gonna do the LRV2. I'm kind of curious about like the LM Leva. See, this just looks like it has a pretty long pre-infusion phase, and I'm worried because the LRV2 has a similar, well, not, wow, it looks even longer on the Leva. I'm worried that with this long of a pre-infusion, it's just gonna pour right through, because this coffee is not very dense, so water goes through it incredibly quickly unless there's like a pressure ramp right away that compresses the puck more. which is I think why the E61 shot looked really good. It just didn't taste very good. You know what? Let's just try this leva shot and see how it goes. What's the worst that can happen? Okay. Stop at 36. Okay. Let's see what happens. Took a long time for final heating. Okay, made it to the ramp up, nice. Pressure drops off a little bit. Okay. You see, so the thing about this coffee is, look, even in that pre-infusion, so it does like a little, what, like 2 to 3 bars of pre-infusion. And during that time, the flow goes crazy. I mean, we're getting 7 mils per second of flow during this pre-infusion. This coffee needs like a big ramp up in pressure right off the bat to compress the puck and prevent the flow from increasing too quickly. And then it needs a slow ramp down. So let's just take a second to look at what might be appropriate for it then. Man, I feel like the best would be something like this E61 profile that is then followed by like a pressure down ramp or transitions into a flow profile. So I'm going to see if I can recreate something like this for this afternoon. With how finicky this coffee is, I sort of thought originally that it was the Gagne profile that was finicky, and I'm now starting to wonder if maybe the Gagne profile was just actually really good and helping us quite a bit, but the coffee was just odd to work with. I mean, that crema looks decent at the end of the day. It's not nearly as thin and poorly pulled as the LRV2 shots were. So, smells okay. Sweet and floral. Cheers. Okay, really nice sweet flavor off the bat, and then it turns really bitter and astringent, which I'm gonna say is because it had that pressure ramp and it ended on a pressure ramp. So like I said, I'm gonna try and adjust this E61 profile to have a down ramp and pressure and maybe a straight flow at the end. We'll see. I may or may not do that. But thank you for joining us this morning. I'll see you in the afternoon. Cheers.